What is up, blockchain gang? We are back with another hero spotlight from the Machines Arena, featuring Tesla, who is either the granddaughter of the famous scientist with the same name, or yet another shadow child from billionaire playboy Elon Musk. For only 37 cents a day, you can sponsor one of Elon Musk's shadow children by signing up for X Premium. Hi, my name is Droege. I like to play, review, design, and analyze blockchain games, so if that's what you are into, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I've done my part, will you do yours? Regardless of her heritage, she is one of the single best healers in the game due to all three of her abilities doing some type of healing. Her main weapon is a long-range, slow-shooting sniper rifle with 7 bullets that take about 5 seconds to fire and another 2 seconds to reload, doing 30 damage per shot. Tesla's passive ability is Jolt, which gives her basic attack a chance to arc from the point of impact and damage the nearest enemy, which makes it easier to hit targets who are against the wall. Her first ability, Piercing Shot, passes through all allies and enemies, healing the former and damaging the latter. It can be charged up by being held down up to 100%, but you only have about 1 second before it fires off automatically. So lining up multiple allies and enemies can have a devastating effect. Sometimes you will need to cut the charge time short to do less damage or healing because your ally is about to die. So don't make the mistake of only clicking this ability or always charging it to 100%. If you are stunned or killed while charging this ability, it will not go off. It will be cancelled and go on cooldown doing nothing. So watch out for that crowd control. Her second ability is Healing Grenade, which instantly heals all her allies in a large area by a moderate amount. It is possible to get inside the area that lingers around for a few seconds and still receive the healing benefit, but you cannot receive it twice by exiting the area and re-entering it. There is a brief period where it will be on the screen and not provide any healing at the very end. The goal with this ability is to predict the best placement based on where your team will be in half of a second, because there is a delay before it activates since you have to throw the physical grenade itself. Her ultimate ability is Immortality Grenade, which has a slightly smaller radius than Healing Grenade, but it entirely heals all allies in the area or who enter the area briefly after it is thrown. It also prevents death and grants damage reduction for a second, but these effects can be cancelled out by Ozzy's ultimate. Her position is behind the tank. She has very low mobility, unreliable burst attack, and low health, which makes her an assassin's wet dream. By staying together, you can hopefully count on your team to deal with any night cores looking to take you out. Because of her high rate of healing, she plays best into team comps that have 2 tanks or 2 attackers, especially with Zulu, since his high health pool can really benefit from her frequent heals. She struggles with area controls such as Pyro or Ozzy because it makes it harder to position and place her heals in the best areas. She also struggles against Nightcore if the team isn't helping her peel. As I mentioned before, she tends to want to line up for a perfect piercing shot, which is exactly what the enemy's team Riot is searching for when using his ultimate, so be cautious around him when it's available. The best Teslas will have a high damage due to precise penetrating shots, while making their own frontline impenetrable. Organized teams will prioritize taking you out first, so don't be afraid to drop back and heal and attack from a distance if they're trying to kamikaze you, and your team should be able to dispatch them swiftly. If you go down, your team is sure to follow. Many times you'll see your friendly tank run out in front of the cart or bomb zone. This is to buy space and time for the rest of the team. Please don't go crazy and try to blow all of your healing spells on that tank, or you're going to end up dying with them, and nobody will be alive to protect the rest of the team. Tesla should be one of the easiest heroes to get MVP with, as she frequently has high damage, high heals, and high objective score by the end of the match. While she is great at healing, she still requires a competent attacker and tank, while the other support heroes lean more into damage than sustain, and can even carry the game. Teslas benefit from a team fighting front to back, where each team's attackers slowly whittle away at the exposed tanks until Tesla's team wins because she out-heals the enemy support. Essentially a battle of attrition, and this is why more chaotic heroes such as Nightcore, Pyro, and Ozzy will give her trouble and make her adjust her playstyle to embrace the chaos or perish. For example, when you get killed by a Nightcore, you can't just stroll back to the cart. You have to wait for the rest of your team to die or retreat and then walk back together, or else that same Nightcore mentor is going to assassinate you again. You need an escort to the escort, or you'll never make it back in one piece to support your team. The last bit of advice I have is to assume your tanks don't know that you're trying to shoot them. Assume they don't know they could move into the grenades if you happen to miss by a single millimeter, because many players simply will not do that. If you expect the most basic level of confidence from your team, you will sadly be let down the majority of the time. So practice getting your grenades and snipes perfect before expecting your team to be able to read your mind. Those are all the tips I have for the Machines Arena Tesla Hero Spotlight. This has been Danny Droege, and I hope they help you dominate the arena. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so we can do this again sometime.